Imagine a microscopic fleet rushing through your veins right now, carrying the very essence of how you feel. We usually think of contentment as a spark in the brain, but the chemical responsible for that satisfaction is actually a hitchhiker. 99% of your serotonin isn't in your head. It's being hauled around by your blood platelets like cargo on a ship. If your brain is the destination, why is the entire warehouse located in your bloodstream?
Imagine the chemical that governs your mood is actually a high-voltage hazard everywhere else in your body. To prevent a system meltdown, these tiny cellular fragments act like microscopic sponges, absorbing 99% of the supply. We call this sequestration. The cargo they are hoarding? Serotonin. But if these cells only exist to repair physical injuries, why are they stockpiling the very chemical foundations of our awareness? Think of your skin as a massive, high-tech fortress. Every single sweat pore has its own invisible chemical moat. This isn't just moisture. It's a perfectly tuned concentration of defensive proteins like dermacidin that creates a hostile zone for any invading microbe. It's a beautiful, invisible architecture keeping us alive. But things get strange when you realize these gradients aren't just for protection. They are actually components of a massive signaling network that reaches much deeper than the surface. Try this right now. Focus deep in your lower belly and breathe until you feel that space widen. You're mimicking a technique to expand the final part of your small intestine, the ileum. Think of this area like a high-security border crossing where specialized scouts called M cells check the ID of every molecule passing through. By changing your breathing, you're tuning these scouts. But what happens when your gut starts sensing things that shouldn't exist? Imagine an orchestra that keeps playing a perfect beat even after the conductor leaves the stage. Your body has these invisible metronomes buried deep inside your muscles, pulsing away without any help from your brain. This hidden network coordinates those massive rhythmic waves in the myometrium. Scientists call them interstitial cells of Cajal-like cells. They're the master conductors of your internal rhythms. But this clockwork is doing more than just moving muscle. It's actually eavesdropping on a conversation we weren't supposed to hear. Ever felt stress buzzing under your skin? Try sinking past that. Think of your thigh bones as high-security vaults housing your body's emergency repair kits. You can reach them by holding perfectly still, then pulling your focus inward, away from your muscles. Direct your entire awareness into the dense marrow to keep your stem cells in a restorative sleep called hematopoietic niche quiescence. This skeletal yoga nidra is a biological reset, but these bones are listening to something far more ancient. Place 2 fingers on your neck and count the beats for 10 seconds. That rhythm is actually a chemical conversation. Your heart pumps a cocktail of hormones to every cell, making your big toe just as much a part of your mind as your frontal lobe. This humoral signaling turns your entire vascular system into a sensing organ. But there is one specific valve controlling the broadcast, and it's hiding in plain sight. So, what do we do with all this? Think of your marrow like the heavy iron fluke of an anchor buried deep beneath the surface to hold you steady against the tide. It's fascinating to realize that this is where you truly reside. When life feels chaotic, spend 2 minutes focusing on the physical weight of the innermost part of your long bones, the medullary cavity. It grounds your nervous system instantly. The full research archive is at jnthomasofficial.com.